Twitch, welcome in. Fresh off of a 5-hour stream of finishing up Gears of War 3 and playing the DLC with Alana Pierce and Ray Narvaez. So check out that VOD if you have any interest in watching me play Gears 3 for the first time. A lot of fun. And then as I was about to sign off, people were like, Andy, the Blood of DawnWalker video just dropped. 21-minute gameplay breakdown from former CD Projekt Red devs. This is them making kind of a vampire dark fantasy game. So let's check it out. Here we go. Rebel Wolves. It's a cool name for a dev. Still in development. Everything about to see is subject to change. The gameplay was recorded on PC. Great to know.
Hello, my name is Daniel Sadowski and I'm the design director at Rebel Wolves. I would like to welcome you to the Blood of DawnWalker summer gameplay video. Our game is a story-driven, open-world dark fantasy RPG set in medieval Europe. The game is currently in pre-beta stage, and what we are going to show you is just a part of one of the mid-game quests. It's a really cool story involving legendary swords and a haunted almshouse, but today we'll focus on showcasing our gameplay systems.
And here's the big thing right here. Rescue your family, 22 days left. Gonna be a big thing about the game. It's a lot of it has to do with this sort of 30-day time limit.
We're starting on the outskirts of Svartro, the game's largest city and the capital of Vale Sangora. From here, we could head anywhere the eye can see, explore ancient ruins or sabotage vampire blood transports. But it's not just about where or when you
sabotage vampire blood transports. What the hell?
Go. It's also about how you approach the main quest and shape the story, making each playthrough uniquely your own. For now, we're following the road. Cohen is on his way to the city's cathedral, chasing leads about a powerful weapon said to be hidden in its crypts.
So, there's already some responses in chat that I feel are expected and not bad necessarily. Like Zero Cool says is it IRL days or in-game days? And Bionic Pulga says, I hate timers. The way that I think that was initially my thought too, and then immediately people were saying, no, there are ways to kind of extend and do all this different stuff. It's just there will be missions that are time-based.
First, we'll have to deal with some bandits who camped out by the main road. Traveling through Vale Sangora is never boring. The world is dense with quests, random encounters, and locations steep in lore. This will be a great opportunity to show you our combat system. Our goal was to make the player feel like a real swordmaster who closely observes his enemies. We'll begin this fight by using acrid dust to stun one of the enemies.
Oh.
Now, when you attack, you choose one of 4 directions. Up, down, left, or right.
Whoa, they're doing they're doing the thing, chat. Forged in fire by blades of fire, or whatever it's called. That's cool.
In order to hit the opponent where he's unable to parry. And similarly, when defending, you have to take note of the enemy's intent and the direction of the attack. On the left side of the screen, just above Cohen's health, you have activation charges that will be filled in with each successful attack, block, and parry. Once they are full, you can use one of the active abilities which allow you to take a more tactical approach to fighting. We started the fight by throwing some acrid dust, and now let's cast Burning Blood. It's a hex which boils the enemy's blood and burns their skin,
holy
dealing
shit,
physical damage over time.
That's really gross.
All right.
Yeah, Kingdom Come. Yeah.
Finish this fight. Let's use the final activation charge to cast the artery attack, which actually decapitated the last.
I missed
opponent.
that. I was typing. I was changing
Opponent.
to just chatting.
Which
Ooh.
which actually decapitated the the last opponent. Our hero quickly dispatched the bandits, so let's loot a few items they've left behind and open the inventory. First of all, let's replenish our health by eating something, and then take a closer look at this cool-looking weapon we just picked up. Ah, it has better stats than our current weapon, so let's equip it right now. We've also leveled up, so let's use this opportunity to spend the newly acquired skill point in one of Cohen's skill trees. The skills in the Blood of DawnWalker are divided into 3 trees, one for human, one for vampire, and one shared between the two. We also have an active abilities panel. We can use it to unlock additional abilities to use during combat. Note that during the day, the health bar is not regenerating. You need to find consumables like the one we've just
Little DawnWalker vibes.
The hexes we've just used also consume some of Cohen's health. Be aware of that. The way our magic system works, there's always a price to pay for manipulating reality. But we can make it sting a bit less. Let's level up the Frugal Witchcraft skill, so next time we'll cast a hex, it'll consume fewer of Cohen's health points. Now that we've wrapped up the encounter with the bandits, we can be on our way to get inside the city. Right now, Cohen hasn't done enough to ruffle the Vampire Lord's feathers, so the gods will just wave us free.
The font is very Witcher. I think, is it Century Gothic? Yeah, I believe that's Century Gothic font. It's the same font that is used on Taking Back Sunday's Make Damn Sure album. I think this is the thinner version of it. Very important stuff that we're looking at, by the way.
True. But the more damage you cause, the more suspicious and aggressive they'll become. So when you play the game yourself, you'll have to decide whether you want to challenge the vampires openly, or lay low until you're ready to strike and surprise them.
Oh yeah, the video overlay. Whoops.
And it's grander than before. They're putting in new stained glass. The Knyaz doesn't deny the old faith.
Out of my face.
This is the rich district of the...
Did he say ass in my face?
The Knyaz doesn't deny the old faith.
Out of my face.
This
Out of my face. Out of my face. Out of my face. Ass on my face.
To my face.
This is the rich district of the city, Silberkreis. There's also Altenmarkt, Neustadt, and the Middens. Each of the boroughs has its own feel and character.
Get your stinking ass out of here.
There he said ass.
I swear. I got tired.
Get your stinky ass out
Looming
here.
high over the city is Brensis's castle, Greifberg. He took it over when he slaughtered the human ruler of the valley, Skender, as shown in the trailer we shared with you earlier in January this year.
That's a crazy.
In order to complete the main quest and save your family, you'll have to...
Real quick, that's a
in order to
crazy
complete
building
the
up here.
human ruler of the valley.
Look at that shit.
When he slaughtered the human ruler of the valley, Skender, as shown in the trailer we shared with you earlier in January this year.
I remember that.
In order to complete the main quest and save your family, you'll have to storm the castle, alone or with help of friendly NPCs.
Oh,
We
nice.
could do it right now if we wanted, but it would be super challenging.
Game over. You're gonna see some speed runs though, some Breath of the Wild speed runs.
Oh, let me. I just want to. Oh, let me in.
You made a mess.
No, I don't think this is gonna be one of
Let's check
those.
them out. The cathedral.
This game will not be a Cyberpunk 2077 sort of deal where they are future-proofing themselves for like 7 years or so, tech-wise. It's a very pretty game, but it's not going to be super graphically demanding.
is really close. There's plenty of other places to see.
Because they are a smaller developer, and I can already just with some of the character art see some of the, you know, they're using a lot more current tech for sure.
Things to do here. A couple of inns, a medic, a blacksmith, an armorer, and other merchants.
Fucking hell.
You can see that not only the vampires came out of the shadows. This creature on the right is called an Uriash. Look around, especially at night, and you'll learn humans have lots to fear, not just the vampires.
Hear about Cyberpunk getting another I mean, I know it is, but I don't know what it is.
And here we can see guards pounding on some poor guy's doors.
What is it about?
Oh, Creed.
Singing songs that mocked and
Cool.
mocked the faith.
Who told you this nonsense? Was it Livia?
It's just one of many different community scenes we're implementing in the game. Watch them closely when you play, as they might point you to new quests and hidden treasures, or signal changes in the game's world.
Once again, I humbly beg of thee.
I humbly...
It's my favorite thing in a game. Although, I wish game programming knew that I had nothing to do and in a certain moment and then try to... Because the amount of times I'm on a mission and I'm like, all right, I gotta fucking do this. I've been trying to get these goddamn pieces of straw for decades right now. I've been on the side quest for so long. And the amount of times I'm like so focused on that, and then a little girl's like, sir, will you help me, sir? I need my father. And I'm just like, dude, I would, but I'm on this side quest right now. Like, I wish those moments happen more dynamically in a smarter way when it knew, all right, he's not on a side quest right now.
Ouch!
I don't want to say it, Mum.
It's a prayer. It's what we have to say. Go on.
I humbly...
What up, Beast Slayer? Hello, Cooper. Welcome in, big dog.
Okay, we are at the cathedral gates.
Wow.
Again, since Cohen isn't yet wanted by the vampire regime, and it's daytime, we can simply walk inside.
I think my biggest question is what's lighting the windows up here? Unless they got a bunch of candles around it or something.
We are at the cathedral gates. Again, since Cohen isn't yet wanted by the vampire regime, and it's daytime, we can simply walk inside.
Ah, vampires, of course.
The baptism of a newborn is a solemn moment, doubly so.
I want to sit down. My ass is exhausted.
A new life joins our flock, bringing happiness to its parents and to the congregation.
Ah.
Natus ex sanguine est, alitur sanguine,
That means blood.
et in sanguine morietur. Ego te baptizo in nomine Dei. Amen.
It's a good-looking character model. That's how my baptism went.
Don't I know you from somewhere, young man? Laslia, maybe.
I'm sorry, but you must be mistaken.
Am I? Perhaps. Perhaps. My memory isn't what it used to be. Come with me. I'll take your confession.
Thank you, but I have no need for confession.
Ah. So you deem your conscience clear?
I I wouldn't go that far. But I'm sure you're a busy man, Father. So while I appreciate the offer, I feel that my soul shouldn't be your priority.
Like, if I'm somebody who's just got context clues, I look at this dude's clothing and I'm like, you're involved in some dark shit. The red on black, very, very first order-ish kind of,
I won't press the matter. You are quite correct. I have many other duties to attend to. But please remember that in order to be saved, we all need to repent. Myself included. I hope we can speak again soon. Good day to you, Cohen.
A monk
What we saw
and a
right
saint.
here was just one of many cutscenes we recorded for the game, which smoothly transitioned into a dialogue scene. We use cutscenes to highlight key scenes or showcase interesting bits of lore. Like this blood baptism. Creepy, isn't it? The core
Very.
feature of the Blood of DawnWalker is the dual gameplay loop. Remember, Cohen may be a human during the day, but he turns into a vampire at night, and has a different set of skills at his disposal. And this is just one variable that affects our quests. Depending on when you tackle a particular quest, what choices you've made earlier, whom you befriended, or whom you've angered, your gameplay and story experience will be very, very different. So each quest is a complex structure with multiple possible paths leading to the end goal. We maximize players' freedom and agency, offering you a narrative sandbox to play in. I wonder what secrets may be concealed up there, just beyond Cohen's reach.
When you jump up, your character does like a spin, like it's like a jump and then a spin sort of thing, land right here. Front flip, damn, right there, double jump here. You didn't need to go across twice, but still.
And how do we get there? It's impossible to do during the day, but come night, it's an entirely different story. Let us explain what we mean by taking our current
This is
quest
called
as
the
an example.
Blood of
During the day, we got inside the
DawnWalker.
cathedral without any problems, since it's open for all to see and Cohen doesn't yet stand out from the crowd. The scaffolds, though, are outside of his reach. But climbing them won't be a problem for the vampire, who has many more exploration abilities at his disposal. Bear in mind, Cohen has not completed the quest yet. What's more, there are still a few clues to be found in order to solve this story.
The first show they showed made it seem like he was turned. Blade was born when his mother was bitten by a vampire. Yeah. No, this guy got turned. Remember, he was like trying to his daughter,
To solve this story. It's worth mentioning that
Whoa, those moons
bear
look
in
cool.
mind, Cohen has not completed the quest yet. What's more, there are still a few clues to be found in order to solve this story. It's worth mentioning that narrative sandbox also means that we may completely abandon this quest and follow a different path to defeat Brensis. For today, we're focusing on the gameplay part, so let's see how we could tackle this particular quest during the night. We're starting right after dusk, as a vampire, on the rooftops of Svatro. Right now, we have 22 days left to complete this goal. This counter is always displayed and you'll be warned each time it's pushed forward. So you have to be aware of the time, and it's more of a resource you'll be spending than a racing clock.
Huh. I like that. I like
As
the
a vampire,
wording there.
You'll see and experience the world from a different perspective. You can travel quickly and easily access places beyond the reach of regular humans. Let us show you what we mean. This is Shadow Step, a
Sick.
unique vampiric ability, allowing Cohen to jump to almost any place within his reach. Now, let's take a good look around using the focus mode. This ability highlights objects of interest and loot. And there is something right here. This time, it's just some items to grab, but on other occasions, who knows? You might come across a hidden quest. Looks like our health is quite low. This is because, as a vampire, your health bar also represents your hunger level, and you start each night thirsting for blood. Remember, you have to quench this appetite in order to
That dead body probably had some
make full use of your vampire abilities.
juice,
And
you know?
drain in your monstrous nature around NPCs. Otherwise, you may end up draining someone important, which may lead to unpredictable consequences. We'd better feed then. Maybe on someone who is standing all alone. Like this drunkard.
Sorry.
Let's grab him and use Voracious Bite ability. Unless you lose control due to hunger, you get to decide how much blood to drink.
Oh!
You can drain just a bit and
I mean, he's such a handsome man, but this is ugly. Holy shit, that's scary. Uy, cucuy.
you can drain just a bit and knock your victim unconscious, or go all the way and kill them. And if you're adamant you don't want to hurt innocent humans, you can drink from animals and some other creatures.
Sorry, chat. Sorry, let me rewind that for you.
Other creatures. And if you drain just a bit and knock your victim unconscious, or go all the way and kill them. And if you're adamant you don't want to hurt innocent humans, you can drink from animals and some other creatures.
Are we still live on YouTube right now, by the way?
Finally, we are at the cathedral, but
Oh, yeah,
it
we are,
seems
okay.
to be closed for the night, and the entrance gate is well guarded. Let's find another way in.
Let us find another way in.
Shadow Step is not the only vampiric ability you're gonna learn during your playthrough. Cohen can also use Plane Shift to scale walls and even ceilings smoothly.
Oh, that's sick. That's
This
really
will allow us to
cool.
explore every nook and cranny of the cathedral.
That looked awesome.
Better be quiet.
Just the
Is that Voyeurs Xanthe?
I thought it was gonna be like Titanfall wall running kind of in terms of visual aesthetics, but it's cool just like plane shift. Yeah, that makes it
To scale
sounds
walls
like what
and
it's
even ceilings
called.
smoothly.
Yeah, dude, terrified.
This will allow us to explore every nook and cranny of the cathedral.
Well, yeah, Vampire, the Vampire or whatever game.
Is that Voyeurs Xanthe?
I need something cleared up. Masquerade, or however you spell it. Vampire Masquerade and Vampire are the like. I don't know which is which. Because one of them is just an immersive sim, right? Like an RPG with Vampire the Masquerade is better. Okay. Vampire was done by Don't Not. Oh, shit. But one of them is more like an RPG with like choices, and it's less like you're not really doing combat or anything. Vampires of Souls like different IP. I just feel like there's a lot of these how many Vampire Masquerade games are there? Oh, so it's like a tabletop game too? Damn, I didn't know that.
What the hell is she doing here? What is she doing? Is that a ritual for the blood gods?
Cool.
They're covering up the old paintings. Why?
Good voice
The
acting.
workers must have left it. Seems that the cathedral complex is quite big. The main building, cloisters, inner courtyard. The entrance to the crypt could be anywhere. Won't get anything done just standing around. Still.
This was a scene investigation, a mechanic we used to zoom in on
A
and
mechanic.
showcase key clues. This time we had a chance to learn more about the vampire's plans. Looks like they're keen to cover up the old frescoes, so that's something we could take a look at. This way we could learn more about the cathedral's past. Looks like we aren't alone here. Underneath us, there's a group of blood guards. Soldiers hooked up on vampire blood, which makes them stronger.
Oh.
And one of Brances's vampire allies. It's Xanthi, the oldest vampire in Vale Sangora, and quite a powerful lady. Let's descend and check what's going on.
This shift ability is so cool. Oh, sick.
Don't think
Ew.
I don't see you skulking in the
Oh, she was in the trailer. She was in the first trailer.
shadows. Come out.
Just scary as hell.
You're interfering with my task. Who are you?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Very well. I don't have time for interruptions.
Just terrifying.
Let us dispose of him. Quickly. You withstood it. Fascinating.
Oh,
Cohen
now
is-
you're melee combating with your goddamn claws?
He's using his claws to attack when in vampire form.
Oh,
Blood
sick.
guards are dual-wielding opponents. Their attacks are pretty strong. Of course, even when fighting with claws, combat is still directional. Don't worry, Cohen can still use his sword as a vampire.
Whoa! Oh, that shift was rad.
Only after defeating all three of the blood guards, Xanthi deems Cohen worthy of a challenge, and she descends to face him. She uses her blood control powers to cast a multitude of attacks, like her blood whips that hit Cohen from left and right. Xanthi is...
I will say those animations don't look cool. Her animations, obviously, very, very, the early look. I get it. They look kind of like she's not really trying.
Control powers to cast a multitude of attacks, like her blood whips that hit Cohen from left and right.
And you see, it just looks kind of lame.
Xanthi is protected by a powerful vampire ability. Once her stamina runs out, Cohen will have an opportunity to strike and deal some damage. But be careful, cause Xanthi is quick to counterattack and she will also try to restore her blood. Meanwhile, look at the indicator just below her health
What
and
the
stamina.
fuck?
It's a timer for the boiling blood skill that you've seen in the CGI trailer. So, if we don't hurry, the timer goes down to 0 and Cohen will eventually explode.
What the fuck?
And we're dead. Remember, we were only mid-game here, and Xanthi is one of the game's most punishing enemies. Defeating her right here and right now is very much possible, but it would be hellishly difficult. A fun challenge for hardcore players. Otherwise, we could load the game and explore the cathedral without drawing her attention. Or try to get to her while she's not surrounded by bodyguards. Xanthi, like all other vampire allies,
Shake
has
that off.
her own questline. Explore it, and you can learn more about her past, motivations, and maybe even try to reason with her. What you do is entirely up to you.
Cool.
Remember, our design principle is the narrative sandbox. There is no difference between main quests and side quests. There's just different stories that you weave together into your own unique adventure. But that's coming in 2026. For now, I'd like to thank you for joining me on this gameplay video presentation. We've just shown you a tiny glimpse of the blood of DawnWalker. There's definitely...
Look at them little claws. Oh, chat's covering up the claws. Look at them little claws. Yeah, they're definitely a lot longer than I thought they'd be.
more to come in the coming months.
That makes sense why he was able to like
for any
scale
updates
down.
being posted on our social media profiles. Goodbye.
We did beat Gears of War 3. Sure did, Piccolo. It's all up on YouTube. That was cool. Glad I reacted to that. I'm excited to play this. I'm not, you know, over the moon for it. I don't think I ever really have been, but I am kind of wanting a game in this style. One day we'll play Witcher 3. I promise you. If you enjoyed this VOD, YouTube, make sure you click like on the video. Leave a comment. Are you looking forward to the Blood of DawnWalker? And do you care about that NetEase single-player linear game that's coming out? Or that just got revealed yesterday? Because I think I'm going to react to that one after this. Thanks for watching, gamers.